from one of the subscribers. His employer is harassing, right? Indian employers in general. Indian employers means Desi consultancies destroyed America. They don't give two paychecks, continuous paychecks, because they are afraid the current employee will leave the organization. So they hold it, which is illegal, unlawful, unethical, but they practice. Majority they practice. And I don't know his name. He did his PhD, it seems here. He keep asking silly questions. I told him everything in 1800 videos. What else do you need? That's one. And I don't answer every stupid question, friends. That's what. Yeah, there is a clock here. That's what you need to understand. And second point, the very tragedy cases that I come across in my entire career, and especially these videos is for the victims. These are the videos for human beings who feel blood is red and breathe same air across the globe. Third, Indians in India. And fourth are mainly American brothers and sisters, because they are losing jobs. They lost jobs to Indians who are doing crime and felonies here, crime or felonies, whatever. So that is the core purpose of my videos, spending my valuable personal and family lifetime for Americans who are colonized in America and going to be colonized. That's what. Point one clear. So I have a disclaimer also in the description. That's one. And let me go topic by topic. From Gulf, one brother has sent an email that's in Telugu. He typed wonderfully in Telugu font without any mistakes. I don't know even the H1B sub-funds in America will do that kind of good vocabulary diction, right? In Telugu especially. Hats off, brother, you are doing great. But only thing you have to see that Middle East, Saudi, Abu Dhabi or Dubai, wherever you are, that particular land of law of the land and freedom of speech, you need to take care into consideration. That's one. And next point, he wrote email earlier, almost a year I think. He sent an email asking me to educate, because there is a state called Telangana and Andhra, in two states in Andhra Pradesh, India. So mostly there who failed 10th, intermediate or degree, they are going to Gulf for jobs by paying huge sums of money to middlemen. After going there, they are held up in a hell. He told there are three different visas. Take the middle one, trade visa, and come there. That you need to do research. So not knowing, people paying money to brokers in India for various countries. One. Point two, one of my American followers from Illinois, he has done tremendous research on H1B, like we did between 2011 to 15, and keep sending a lot of information in WhatsApp. I need to make that as a video, show all the topics whatever the gentleman has shared with me. One. Next point, today Ayodhya verdict came in India. Ayodhya is a Ram temple agitation, which is politicalized or polarized, religion polarized country, right? So that also I have to speak. During my graduation 1992, I attended L.K. Advaneji meeting in my native district at that time, county we call here, right? And I thought when he becomes Prime Minister of India, I thought he will build the temple, but he did not become Prime Minister, nor the party build any temple. So that wave, they continued to keep the Hindus' blood boil. I was a Hindu racist at that time. Later I gave up after crossing my city, state and country, I gave up all these stupidities, and I feel we are all human beings. That's one. So the next point, so the reason I kept this cap, one stupid Indian from New Jersey wrote, if you wear this cap, he will kill, it seems. And Americans wrote, displaced Americans writing, Kumar, why do Indians hate Indians this much? Because they are writing all my comments on the YouTube channel, and they are printing it in a book and reading. This is how Indians behave in U.S.C. So that's why I never deleted any comments. All the comments are gone to publishing by various friends, whoever. And another friend, Tanul Thakur, is writing a book on H1B. Okay, the next point, the most tragedy cases that I come across, when H1B came to US on HCL or whatever the company, he kicked out his wife, beautiful wife, is my sister, and young daughter, US born girl, to India, saying that project is over, he will come in the next flight. But he didn't go. Last 10 to 15 years he is here, and generally divorce is common in Indian arranged marriage system. Even love marriage with dowry also bullshit. So they also fight, but they don't expose. Generally, divorce, if they fight for money, it would be easy for me and everyone, but she want the person to be united, husband. So that took long time, and America, you know, right, money is time, time is money, and I'm sacrificing personal life. She took money and paid some money for some expenses, whatever. Not to me, I am not doing any business. I always said Google top 5 American attorneys in your area. I don't recommend Indian attorneys, because Indian attorneys and your employer connected, right, or your husband, whatever. So let me check whether it is off, or sometimes it goes off, and so that husband went, that's what, and she asked the beautiful questions. The question is, how come US laws award divorce to Indian husbands when the wife is or spouse is out of the country? But the person put a condition that they have to come in person to the New York City, but that particular court, right, which is not feasible. I think just which is not feasible, right, otherwise. So that is the case or the situation. And when it comes to the other one person studied in UK, and 6 employers to 7 at least, they cheated him, and they took money from ATM. They asked him to return the money. So that's how Indian employers, Desi consultancies are dying. This is after replacing Americans, after not hiring Americans, after ditching Americans and America. So these two, if I believe, if I have faith in God, somebody asked me, Kumar, what is God? See, I'm a simple human being like you. So God, it might be Allah, it might be Jesus Christ, or it might be Ram, Shiva. We have 2000 gods, right? Major 3 gods, Krishna, Lord, Rama, and then Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, we say, right? I pray for all these gods. If God is there, He must do some justice to that girl, my sister in Andhra Pradesh, India, and brother in US. So this brother also told, so I want this body shop to be closed. So that's how the body shops, all body shops in India, in US, or came on L1, B1, H1, various visas, F1 in the past. with fake and forged documents, and they got a green card, they got a U.S. citizenship. In the name of God, I'm speaking truth. So then they made all this nuisance, violence, whatever. They are raping newly coming Indians, and at the same time they are raping Americans by forming as a layer between client and people, public, and above is the corporations. And they are cheating. They are not paying well salaries. They are paying low salaries. They reduce the wages. They are doing all illegal activities. If you Google it, any Indians within your premises, every 20 miles you will find at least 25 body shops, and body shops have a guest house. Guest house means 15 to 25 members live in one or two bedroom apartments. So when I uploaded a video couple of years ago, one stupid guy wrote a comment, how can they live? I went in physical and I took the media there. Many people know. In fact, one student explained in one of my videos, I don't know, 50 international luggages they have, right? International students, 15 students, international luggages they put in one room, one bathroom, the other hall, living room they sleep. Because all of them don't stay at a time in the apartment, right? They go for illegal part-time jobs in different shifts. They use one car, one guy become a driver, pick and drop, other guys, but the restroom runs 24/7. Then he thought that Star guest house means he has all facilities. Yes, some guest house have all facilities, including free sex, free drugs, whatnot. Remember, on this planet, nothing is free. You have to earn it. If you get something free, means somebody will fuck you from back. You have to remember that. So that is what Desi consultancies are doing. When I explained in this much slow and this many videos, somebody, international students write in 2015, sir, why are you not exposing Indian outsourcing companies? They also do crime A, 1, 2, 3 like that. Yes, L1 visa, there is no prevailing wage, but they don't speak. That happens within the four walls of the outsourcing companies. They fake everything. They do every crime what even body shops do, but their crime is not visible. Their employees are like a frog in a small well. Body shops employees are like a frog in a ocean. That is the only difference. When the frog jumps out of the well, then they speak. My employer is not paying then what the fuck you did when you are with them? Then we don't have blood in the body. Indians are timid fellows, but 80% of Hindus are afraid of Muslims and Christians in India. Can we see any Salahuddin Owaisi as the Prime Minister of India, or at least a Chief Minister? We don't elect Prime Minister, Chief Ministers as Muslims or Christians. We don't allow even Sonia Gandhi as a foreign citizenship, of course, but we don't want her to be Prime Minister of India at that time. But if any Indian American become Prime Minister or elected here senators or anything, we claim so great. What is so great? You have to tear your Indian citizenship. I don't have paper here to get an American citizenship. That means you have to trade in, you have to sacrifice. So what credibility you have? Once you live in India, your home country, you don't have love. You don't have love for anything. You don't return because we all left for more money, right? I will show you dollars because somebody told us, sir, why are you showing dollars every time in your videos? I don't know, my videos, my wish, right? I'm speaking within the boundaries of the Constitution of India and the U.S. and I'm respecting the law and respecting the human beings. That is what. And when it comes to Ayodhya, like I fought with my political lecturer at that time. He said, Kumar, you are arguing like an idiot, you don't know. So I didn't realize at that time. But yes, they polarize, they hijack Hindutva or Hinduism as a party agenda, and Indians, true Indians are not with them, but converted Hindus or extremist Hindus are with them. So that's how somehow I followed Sai journalist, because the other TV channels are caste and media paid. But somehow Sai also pro RSS, pro BJP is what I understand. And I follow one professor Nageswara from Telangana. His videos, news analysis I'm saying, because our news channels are paid or whatever, purchased. So I don't know how journalists are working. So when it comes to Ayodhya, there is a rumor, there was a temple, I don't know, archaeology department has to confirm. Muslim leaders destroyed and built a temple. So we want later, during Congress, PV Narasimha Rao, late PV Narasimha Rao's prime minister time, they destroyed a mosque and then they built the temple. They didn't build, they put idols there. Now the court has given a verdict in favor of the Hindus. It is expected, because we know, right, the Kashmir and Ayodhya is feeding the hunger of the poverty. 50% of the people are living under poverty, no toilets, economy is down. They are not fixing the economic issues, but they are worried about age-old issues. We always blame Britishers came and looted and Americans like that. But what are we doing in America? If we are rich, we are not cheap, then we would have been in India, right? We flee India to 52 nations because our governments are corrupt. Our governments encourage people to flee because they can't provide enough resources for the population, because India is 1/3 of U.S.C. and the area wise population was 1.5 billion population, right? We stand in line for water, drinking water, toilet, food, milk, jobs, what not. So that's why we are fleeing India. But unfortunately in America we started all this nuisance, nonsense and crime. I'm exposed at the cost of my life. I exposed at the cost of my family life. I have thousands of people troll every day on AndraFriends.com, channelchitram.com, with non-reliable Indians managing these websites. But I don't give fuck, I don't give hate to them. 10 years I was with a friend, Raj from Boston. He taught about Christianity every day 1 hour. Can you imagine? 10 years. So he called in all Hindu gods. Shivalinga means he is told it's a sperm, right? Like that he compared. He's a converted Christian. So religion conversion is purely for money. They get money if they take me to Christianity, like that. So if God is there, why does he cheat me? If God is there, why does he cheat 12 of my subscribers? Paid $10,000 to him. He didn't return. Only one guy he returned after 1 year. So another, their employees or somebody, they took money. So he claimed he is a recruiter. One time he claimed he is a CEO, and he sent harassing, threatening mails to me and the client also. He told his clients well aware these fucking body shops will do anything to them. So this is what one by one I am telling without hiding any information. But some guys, let me read his names. Oh, this is a problem with the camera. How to fix it? Goes it stops in. His name is if I read, the problem is I have to unnecessarily give importance to these guys, right? Dasyam Rajashekar. Okay, he keep asking some questions. Dasyam Rajashekar, I don't know whether you are my hater or lover or whatever. Your mind gets stuck with F1, H1, F1, MS and PhD. You have to look at the issue at a larger perspective. Indians, whoever came to America, raped, destroyed, molested America. That is point one. So you have to see that issue. And then how Kumar came, what the fuck, how does it matter to you? I didn't marry your sister, right? Fucking idiots. Neither America married me nor I marry America. So in what way it is you are all concerned, right? So that's why I don't understand When I talk deeper or when I give a thought, then I thought all these body shops behind caste and religion and then parents, the culture has taught them to do so, is what I understand. Then I talked to a couple of friends and then who are in the government or ex-government or whatever. They told Kumar, there is nothing wrong with any religion. Any religion speaks good. But my friend, I told, right, Hindu converted Christian friend, so sent all the bad things in Islam and bad things in Hinduism and good things in Christianity. So he didn't do apple to apple comparison. He did apple to orange comparison. And some friends told, let me change the cap and get a water too. We speak about this political party and other one. See, dear Kamma brothers and sisters, I am not from this party, okay? This is a gift by subscribers. Yeah, I think almost 22 minutes I covered, and that's how. Where did I stop? Yeah, that's how when I share this much of information, religion books are good, only people are bad. That's what I understand. And in Montana, I used to go for all religion prayers. So, but like I said, if God is there, I pray heartfully for God. My sister in India should get justice. The boy. The H1B man should be deported to India to unite with that sister, and she is suffering a lot. I read her emails and I felt sad. At 2 a.m. I get up and read. From all over the world I get emails. When I start videos, I thought I'm helping my friends in India 2011, but I get all kinds of emails: matrimonial, marriage, divorce, F2 victims, H4 victims. One day when I was reading an email from my sister, she wrote in Telugu very long. I had to make videos and she wrote everything. Then I asked, did you complain, file a complaint? Then she sent a police complaint. I cross-checked with an American friend. That is true. That's how I keep on continuing my investigation until I prove the other person is really victim, genuine, and has a case to argue, evidence and all that, right? That's how even when I get a call just now, I ask his employer name. Some they tell, some they don't tell. It's okay, it's up to them. So then at 1:30 a.m. I get up from the chair and in front of laptop I had a glass of water. Till then I didn't come to normal, so that much of worry I had. That's what that much of what you call breathless, speechless emails. So when this sister wrote recently, day before yesterday, I would have died, sir. I would have committed suicide. Why do I live like that? MA students also write. Used to write. I show it to Ravi on H1B page at that time. They say yes. And Ravi told, what can we do? Tell him to go back to India, because they don't like to study. They're unable to study, but parents force them for MS. But this girl wrote like that. Then I prayed really for God. If God is there, God has united them, right? And another sister wrote, Kumar, I am from Mala caste, and my husband cheated like this, and she sent all the information to make a video. Before I make and upload, she wrote, we are going for counseling, sir, please don't upload. Then they are united. We finally succeeded not to allow him to board the flight to US. So to get a visa tough, but deport or not allowed to enter US is easy, right? So if you are victims, let us know. And I'm not making any money or business. I won't recommend, right? But one guy from Vijayawada, he want green card, and I introduced somebody I don't recommend anyone to pay money to anyone. You have to, when it comes to money matters, don't involve me. It is up to you, because when you pay, you are the liable, right? So then he started attacking. I don't understand. Initially they say help, but later, I'm not talking about my sister, other cases. So that's what. And when it comes to, did I cover Ayodhya issue? Yeah. So that's how they hijacked, and what is their expected rate. And a guy from Hinduism, Reddy, converted to Christianity, and his father was the chief minister. I was with him for 6 months, and then the previous chief minister, Nara Chandrababu Naidu, I was almost 5 years. It was there on the LinkedIn, right, with the pictures. I was sitting, and then the chief minister was standing. It's a political head, and I work with the top bureaucrats. So then his son, what I know is his son beat him to file the signature on the files, is what the then chief secretary told someone. So that's how the resources information I have those days. So I fought against 2 chief ministers and top bureaucrats, corruption. So for me, H1B is this is a gift. But since just because I wear, this is a Reddy party, Reddy caste. Reddy caste higher Reddy caste in the US, Chaudhary caste higher Chaudhary caste here, Vaishyas higher Vaishyas only, Brahmins higher Brahmins, Telangana people higher Telangana, converted Christian, Telugu Krishna higher only converted Christians. That's how America is. And Telugu is the most popular language. So the Babu chief minister, IT is good, but he killed a lot of hierarchy, and he made mess. It made the total administration. He run the state like a CEO. Any political party is like a party, right? And a company, IT company. If company is going down, you jump, right? That's how elected representatives jump. There are no ethics, characters, values, honesty in Indian politicians. So you don't need to worry much about Indian politicians or ethic values in Indian politicians or Indian politics. So that's how. And yeah, that's how. And somebody gave a missed call from India. Brother, please email, and I will call when convenient. This is what I want to complete, tell about in this vlog. I have one more topic, that is about the Infosys. I have to tell how they are doing crime, visa crime. So this is all about, and Syed is writing good questions, and I am answering about it. And anybody has to write a comment here. Please visit Indian Links, record what they are doing, talk to them, ask questions. Do you file H1B free? Do you file a green card free? Do you take money? If you take money, how much money do you take? Will you return? Ask questions. These Americans and Indians, I'm telling. Americans anyway, they don't let in by skin color, and they don't speak also if Americans enter their buildings. So these are the things you need to ask, and then you will come to know, right? Another thing is outsourcing employees. Also, you have to ask the questions when you come across at client locations, whether they are getting paid. If they are paid, how are they getting prevailing wages? Do they know what is prevailing wage? So those things. Are you working after hours? How long are you working? Are you getting paid overtime or not? So these are the questions outsourcing companies you need to ask, because mostly Friday after 5 p.m. I have seen last 11 years they work. And Sachin Prasanna used to cry, his wife used to cry when I met them in Connecticut. 24/7 is working and frustrated, and he took my advice. He returned to India and he come back on body shop. So body shop will give asylum to anyone if outsourcing kick, or American prime vendors kick, or American clients kick. So H1B is indentured servitude is what H1B book itself wrote. This the Asyam Rajshekhar, I don't know which college, which village he came from India. He is targeting me, but he has to look at what H1B is meant for, what H1B is So he might be genuine PhD candidate, but it is not the case for everyone, right? Every F1, every H1B. So thank you friends and brothers and sisters for watching this long video.